Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here. Alright, so today I'm going to be taking a look at the Fruit of Life VC and doing a soft review of it. As you can see from my home screen here, I did pull Eliza. I got her with relative ease. After my review, I had a long debate with a good friend of mine, and he said that I was vastly underestimating her. I don't think that I was vastly underestimating her, but I did watch Umbra Ray's video and decided that I would go through the banner until I got to the guaranteed, and if I got her, I got her, and if I didn't, then I would pass. Since I was already planning on pulling her VC in the first place for Eliza, that's going to be dropping later on, I figured why not. I also have Chaos Odin, and as you can see, I was fortunate enough to pull her. So I am going to be doing some intro PvP battles with her later on in the video, but let's get started on the notices. Alright, so I think I'll come back to the Fruit of Life. Let's just go through else what is here right now. It looks like Lara Croft is going to be getting a rebanner. Which is pretty cool. I never pulled Lara Croft originally. I think that I won't be pulling her still. I have fought a couple of them in Arena that are pretty dang strong, but with the resources that I have right now, I think I'm going to pass. But for all you guys that missed out on Miss Lara Croft originally, now is the time to come back and get her. So she is a really cool character. Alright, let's keep going down through here. It looks like there's a 12 million downloads part 3 login bonus. That's going to be pretty cool. We'll get Fruit of Life VC shards and some other stuff for leveling VCs. Looks like we'll have an item drop double up campaign. That's always nice. The story EXP double up campaign and the unlimited guild chamber as well. Looks like we'll be getting new story chapters, and it looks like the raid boss revival with Omega. That'll be pretty nice. I think that hopefully with the raid boss revival, the diamond coat will be farmable. Let's see if it's here. Yeah, it looks like the diamond coat will be farmable, which will be the best in-slot armor for Eliza, or so I've read. So that will be pretty nice as well. Also looks like we'll be getting a new guild map, new arena map. Let's look at here. We're going to have, for the arena map, it's going to be missile attack up, lightning resistance up. That's going to help since I think a lot of people will be running water/ice teams. The team that I've put together right now is essentially water/ice. Also, free match will be the same. Guild battle map change is going to be wind unit agility up / max HP up. And it does look like the height advantages from Eliza will be utilized here a little bit, at least while people are on the far sides of the map. Going into new features, let's see what we got. Conquer multi-quest clear count will be reduced for missions 1 through 5. That's pretty cool. Alright, nothing crazy. This looks like something that we've been waiting for a while. So the guild battle proxy play is going to essentially let people who can't make guild war for the day kind of register in advance so that a guild leader or the sub leader can use their player and their characters to attack for the day. So this is going to be actually like a very interesting addition to the game for people that, you know, if you're going to miss guild war, you'll be able to let your guild leader or sub leader know, and they'll be able to play for you. I hope that this turns out to be a good thing and that people aren't trying to do this all the time, because that could be a little troublesome, but it looks pretty interesting to play around with, so it'll be fun to see where that goes. And it looks like lastly we'll be getting a War of the Visions stream with Justin and friends. Looks like they will be kicking this off on July 28th at 6 p.m. So that'll be something interesting to see. Alright, so let's get back to the fruit of everything. So the Fruit of Life card is a VC that I was going to pull for even without pulling for Eliza. I think that this is a very, very strong VC, and let's go down and look at it right here. We'll see if it gets a global upgrade. Yeah, it's going to be, so the party abilities are going to be a missile attack up, 35 I believe, crit hit rate up, and slash attack resistance up, which is really good. It's also going to have acquired AP up and accuracy up, along with what looks like agility up and attack up. So it does have a global upgrade for Eliza and Rafale, along with a limited bestowed effect for what looks like Black Rose Helena. Alright, so that being said, I'm going to jump over to War of the Visions calculator and show you guys the full stats on this. So yeah, let's go over and check that out. Alright, so here we are over on War of the Visions calculator, and we are looking at the Fruit of Life VC on the JP side. It's not going to reflect the agility and the attack buff that Eliza is going to get, since that is a global upgrade. But if you look at the card, just looking at the stats, 334 HP, 156 attack, and 52 dexterity. Having already been working on building Eliza, she already has a whopping amount of dexterity. So I will say that there is a very good chance that this is going to put her well over 600 dexterity, which is going to be pretty insane. For the actual party ability stats that are on the card, it looks like she is going to have acquired AP up 30% to the party for ice, along with accuracy up 8. And then additional party effects are going to be missile attack up 35. And it looks like crit rate up 13, along with slash attack resistance 20%. And then with the added global buff that this card is going to get, which is going to be attack bonus for Eliza and agility bonus for Eliza. I think that probably very few people will use this card for Helena, but for those of you that will, she will be getting a global upgrade as well. So I'm very curious to see what the actual stats are for Eliza for the agility and the attack. I think that they will be very well received. But all in all, I'm pretty excited to try this card out, at least a lot earlier than I thought I was going to be. So that being said, let's get back to the game and let's jump into Arena and put Eliza to the test a little bit. Ahoy! Alright, so we are back in the game now, and this is the team that I am going to be kicking off the week with. I will say that when Eliza's VC does drop, I'll probably be dropping Velis for Celis, depending on how it goes, just because I would like to be able to use her VC, and I think that the better way to do that would be to put Chaos Odin on Astrius, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see when the time comes to see the best team composition I can build. But for now, this is turning out to be a fairly strong one. Going into the stats of the team, we have Velis at 7k HP, 107 agility, Dex around 350, Luck exactly 350, Magic sitting at 1264, Defense at 42, Spirit at 38. All pretty good. His back end stats are looking pretty good as well. I did switch him over from Bahamut to Valifor, so he did lose a little agility. He lost some magic. HP is around the same, but I'm hoping that his cast times on his heals are going to be as close to instant as they can possibly be. Looking at his TMR, I have him on defense up and agility up stones, and the passives are looking pretty good as well. I've been getting a lot closer to finishing these, so pretty excited. Going into Astrius, he's sitting at about 9.3k HP, 106 agility, about 400 dex, 355 luck, 1700 attack, looking really good, 23 defense, 17 spirit, and his back end resistances, as always, looking quite amazing. For his TMR, I'm running Titus's boots with the max HP and agility up set bonuses, and as you can see, these passives are almost completely built. I just have these last two, so he's going to be pretty freaking strong. And lastly, getting into the girl herself, Eliza, who, to be honest, with her, the aesthetic illustration of this character is one of my favorite in the game, so I was actually pretty psyched, at least for that reason alone, to pull her. But going into her build, she's sitting at 7k HP, 109 agility. Like I said, she has a very high dexterity stat, so she's already at 523. Her luck is at 362. Her attack is pretty good at 1420. Defense at 12. Spirit at 8. Going into her back end resistances, they're also not bad at all. 27% slash resist, which is going to be improved even more by her card. 10% strike, 15% missile, and 12% magic. She does have a negative 5% to pierce, but hopefully she can take out anyone who's pierced before they can get to her. I am running her bow which actually I had built before I had even pulled her, just because this bow is great, I think, for any bow user. It's not limited to an element. It does have missile attack up and reaction block rate up 30, which is a great stat in my opinion. I am running her with orange sunglasses +5, the critical type for the extra acquired AP, the accuracy, and the crit. Lastly, going into bells, I'm running her luck up 15%, attack up, and with her additional abilities here, I believe they are all completely built. It's nice to have a fully built set, finally, after all that time. And I'm running her the Brachioids Esper, along with Chaos Odin in the main slot, and this VC I just finally finished. It's Laswell's card. It gives agility up, ice unit acquired AP up, along with ice unit man-eater upon physical attack, along with an extra attack up 15% to ice units, which is pretty awesome. Going into her build, I have everything on in her main sub, in her main job, including tracking techniques, which is a great buff that I like. It gives 20% agility up, along with I think 40% attack up to herself. I haven't tried out her other subjobs yet. I'm starting off with Hunter. She has Nose for the Hunt. This one I keep on. She rarely gets the time to use it. It's nice because she will prioritize bells over this, and then later on in the fight, if she ever needs it, she can use it if she wants. And Clean Piercer, which is a very interesting attack. It raises own defense piercing rate plus missile attack resist piercing rate, then deals damage medium to target, which is a great ability. And it does have a cast time though. That is a little bit of its only downside, but all in all, looking pretty good. Her passives that I'm running are Trick Lancer Lore. It raises the critical hit rate and the defense piercing rate, along with Hunter's Mind's Eye, which is range +2 and raises missile attack. And then I'm running her Reflex. She does have another one that is pretty good. Where is it? It's right here. It's Ice Snare. This one is really good. I think that if I was running a mono ice team, I would probably use this. Because it does give an ice resistance debuff when taking damage, but I am a fan of Reflex. I've always been a fan of Reflex, and so I'm just going to stick with Reflex for now. Maybe when I throw her in a mono ice team, I will switch it over just to see how it goes. Lastly, we have Cage of Thorns, her limit break. It lowers target's ice resistance for 3 turns and deals damage large, lowers move by 1 for 3 turns, and as you can see, it has a massive range. I have chosen Hunter's Mind's Eye for the extra range right here, and I believe, yeah, there's no extra range there. Okay, so that's a pretty quick jump into Eliza. Fortunately, since I haven't really been pulling for much lately, I had all the resources I need to build her pretty quickly without having to use too much resources. But that being said, let's get into some battles. I am just going to be kind of choosing at random today just to see how it goes, to see her AI. Oh, here's a very interesting ice team right here. We can make a comparison right here. So she's sitting at 7.5 KHP, a little bit less attack than us. Defense at 30, agility at 98, so agility is lower, but defense is much higher. She does have the diamond coat right here, which is a great one. Missile attack resist piercing rate up 15, along with acquired AP up 30%, plus the defense 18. That's where she's getting that extra defense right there. And her back end stats, pretty good, but the magic is a little bit low. Okay, so why don't we go for this and see how this goes. Mono Ice right off the bat. Stats looking pretty good. They're about 500 higher than us. Definitely curious to see how this goes. According to Umbro Rays, Eliza is crushing in JP right now, along with the release of Elia. I think that we will get a global fire exclusive unit probably within the next month, so I'm not sure how well that's going to hold up in the future. Global has always had different units, so it's hard to say when making a comparison. Ooh, nice to see Eliza over on their side breaking 8k HP. Okay, so Astria's going to move forward. Eliza right there. Doesn't look like she's going to get off her... Ooh. Savage hit. Looks like she did not get off Bells. Bellis gets the heal right there. Ooh. We'll see what happens. Astrius is going to get put onto Courage right away. Bellis is going to get the heal on Eliza. Wow, she took a hit from Astrius. That's pretty solid. We'll see what Celire does. She tries to take down Eliza, doesn't quite get it. Ooh, I'm liking the Valifor Esper on Bellis right now. He is getting those heals off real quick. Looking pretty good. Bellis goes down. Bellis gets the heal on Eliza. Celire looking pretty tanky. But Astrius takes her down. Alright, pretty strong fight right off the bat. But looking pretty good all in all. Alright, going into the second fight. Let's see what we got. Here's a rainbow team. Alright, here's a full-blown mono water team. Let's go for this. And let's see. I want to check the agilities of everyone to see 107, 106, and 109. Okay, so she should be able to get in between Astrius and Bellis, hopefully, so that she can use her AoE buff on both of them and then use Bells. It didn't work in the last fight, although I did a round of fights before the video to try and set that up, and it was working. So I'm wondering if I changed something. Okay, it looks like this water team is quite fast. All three of them beat us off the start. Interesting. So because she's now faster than Bellis, she doesn't go between them. She just goes to the right of Astrius. Because before I was running Bellis on Bahamut. Maybe if I can increase Bellis' speed or somehow reduce her speed a tad bit, it would work a little bit better. But we'll see how this goes. There's Cage of Thorns. I actually had that turned off for a second when I was practicing a little bit on the prior map. This map is a little bit longer, so it works a little bit better. Okay, so Celis goes down. Astrius holding up quite well. He does have courage, thankfully. Eliza's going to take the hit on Titus. Ooh. Titus survives. We'll see what Bellis does right now. He does get the heal. Valifor on Bellis is turning out to be really great. So it looks like Eliza is out of AP right now. Ooh, this is going to be tough. Oh, Astrius coming in clutch right there. Oh, absolutely savage. Alright, so I'm going to go in here and see if I can make it so that Eliza gets off Bells. I think that if she would have had Bells go off in that fight, we might have won. It definitely helps a lot. So let's see here what we can do. Running Laswell's card, and it looks like Bellis already has that right here, so it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to make him fast enough unless I switch this TMR to one that has inherent agility. Now, is there... Okay, Storm Bunny Hood. That has inherent agility, along with the Swiftwind Mantle. I do like the Steel Maiden's necklace for that buff. It looks like I could run on the Black Rose headdress. That does come with agility. Let's see if I were to equip it, what his agility would go to. It it looks like he would only make it to 108. So it would have to be potentially this one. Also, it looks like his agility would only go to 108. And I don't think that I can run Eliza any slower. Tricky. Alright, well, we'll just keep going for now. It's going to take a little bit of finagling in the back end to get that to work. Here we have a full mono light team. Looks like a very strong mono light team. We only have, no, it looks like we have 2 characters with guaranteed hit. I believe that in the hunter sub job for Eliza, she does have sharpshoot. I haven't tried out any of her other sub jobs yet, but could be interesting to try out. I suppose we'll see how her accuracy holds up against a evade team. Hopefully there are some instances where Eliza will still get off bells, because I think it would be quite tricky to get Velis over 109 from where he is right now. Plus, with Eliza's range, it's pretty tricky because she is going to be able to engage the enemy very soon. Okay, there she goes again, using that same buff. Okay, so she'll probably finally use it. Nope. Although her limit break does hit Elena from very far away. It dropped her right off the bat. Luckily, Elena had a re-raise on. Wow, she is just dominating right now. Okay, she gets the immobilize from Elena right there, but she only has 24 AP left, and now she is out. But she hasn't missed a single shot. Oh, right, and that was actually pretty savage, honestly. Definitely want to figure out a way for her to get off bells. I'm surprised she used it again on Astrius. That buff should have lasted for 3 turns on him. I'm not sure why she would prioritize it again. I don't think he went through 3 turns that fast. Let's see if we can find a dark team in here. Ooh, here's Renelle. She's only 108. Ooh, this team looks quite interesting as well. She is weak to Pierce. Alright, let's go for this. So it looks like she hasn't got off bells at all in any of these fights. It's something that I definitely want to figure out, because I know that she's pretty strong as long as she has a regenerative AP regen. Also, once her card comes out, that's going to help enormously for her AP recovery. So potentially there's a way to build her where she doesn't need bells at all, kind of like Astrius, which is one of the main reasons I really love Astrius, is that he doesn't need bells. His TP abilities give him so much AP that by the time he gets to the fight, he can basically always last all the way through it. Okay, so there she goes again with the double buff. Okay, the Eliza on the other side got off Revitalize. And it is a fully hasted team versus a fully hasted team. We'll see how this goes. Oof, and she snipes her from way down the line. Kind of nice, actually, to have a pretty strong hunter. Oof, that was a very strong hit right there as well. Eliza coming in. Velis is going to go for the heal. And Aranea goes down. Velis is too far back to support. He does have re-raise, but it is over at this point. Eliza going for her cast ability. Clean Piercer, and Velis is down for the count. He does have the re-raise, but it is over. Constricting Cleave, and Velis falls. Alright, so having some fun so far. I think we only lost to one team. That was a mono water team. Always a strong team. Alright, we have one fight left. We'll see where it goes. Here we have another mono water team. Another mono water team. I don't think there's any dark teams down here. I figured there would be more. Alright, well, why don't we just fight Frenda? We lost to a mono water team. Let's see if it happens again. This team is sitting around 5k total stats, which is where we're at, so it should be a pretty even fight. I think my friend is going to be gloating and telling me that he was right, but I guess we'll see. I think that right now Ice is definitely looking pretty strong, but I think that at the same time Fire is in one of the weakest places it's been in the game, and as soon as Fire does get that new unit, which we all know is coming, I think it's going to balance the board a little bit, and we'll have a better opportunity to see kind of a well-rounded assortment of teams here and see if she can still hold up. But the nice pair with Ice is that it pairs well with water, which does a very, very good job of complementing the weakness of Ice, which is very, very interesting. The Chaos Odin card is super interesting. I wish they would actually be introducing more of these dual element cards, but it looks like they're going to go a different direction. Celis goes down. She is going to have the re-raise. It looks like Astrius is going to take her out. Oof. Eliza out of AP. We'll see what Titus does right here. He kills Astrius, procs the courage. Alright. Oof, and Astrius goes down. Eliza's got one shot. She takes down Astrius. We'll see what Titus does right now. He is pretty strong, definitely. Okay, Eliza doing work to take down his barrier. Oof. And it looks like we're going to take the second fight against water. Alright, so not bad. We, I think, went 4-1. Eliza is 120, so she is fully built. I have her bravery at 97 and her faith at 97. I know that she has a lot of procs that can kind of go off considering high faith, but it might be better to run her at 70 faith just because she has a little bit lower starting magic resist than usual, or at least than some other characters. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be going through basically this entire week running Eliza, experimenting with her, testing her AI, going through the different sub jobs, and essentially I'll be pulling Fruit of Life come Wednesday, and looking forward to the day when I can run a dual gunner composition with Eliza, Alaya, and I'm not sure who the third will be yet, but I'm hoping that Squall finally gets his drop. I'm hoping they drop him as Ice. I think he will be a very strong Ice character. Or they may drop Squall as Fire. Either way, I think he'll be kind of like a Lightning Astrius hybrid, which will be very, very, very interesting. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you to everyone who supports the channel and who has followed my page. I really appreciate you guys. That being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care and peace.